time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Welcome in, everyone, on this Tuesday night as we're making our way towards the middle of the week. What a gorgeous day it was out there. Temperature was almost just right as we had the upper 60s to the north, to the low 70s along the I-40 corridor, and to the area south. Right now we're at 64, a beautiful night here in Memphis, or I should say Savannah here. 64 degrees. We got winds basically calm here for the moment, but we'll get a little bit of a breeze out of the east, northeast at times. Looking at Memphis, we're at 61, looking good there as well. Trenton coming in at 61, a little bit of a breeze out of the east, and Paris looking quite fabulous there at about 60 degrees right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our area temperature. 61 here in Union City, 63 in Dyersburg. We got 63 in Trenton. Lexington coming in at 61, as well as Parsons, and we got 61 in Bolivar, as well as 64 right now in the Selmer area. So let's take a look at our winds. They've been kind of moving along right out of the east over the last little while, at least for most of us, but occasionally you'll get a northeast wind. Sometimes you get a southeast wind, but the dominant flow here is basically from east to west, the exact opposite of what we're usually used to seeing the winds, you know, throughout most of the year. But high pressure off to the south, we got low pressure off to the northwest. So those winds kind of blowing from those high pressure areas towards that low pressure out there to the north and west, about 8 to about 10 miles per hour at times, but still lower than it's been in the last several days where we had 20 and 30 mile per hour wind gusts at times. Well, we're about to see a change in the weather. Just about the time we got used to those chilly nights. Did we ever get used to them? Cutting the heat on there. Yesterday morning it was quite cold in the low 40s. Now we're going to be looking at the low 50s tonight. Warm front is going to be pushing our way. That is going to bring our temperatures right back up. We're going to see the cooler air continue to retreat off to the north and east, and we're going to become under this more summer-like air where we're going to see those temperatures back in the 80s, the mid 80s by Thursday. Let's go ahead and take a look at our satellite radar. Shows nothing out there right now. It's a quiet night across the entire, at least most of the entire lower 48 as we're going into this evening. And we'll take a look here at the current severe weather outlook. And the good news, we don't have any severe weather in the outlook. This is just general thunderstorms right across here and just north of us here. Including northern portions of Kentucky there. Just general weak thunderstorms here and in Florida. That'll be for tomorrow, but no, not even a marginal risk or slight risk. So we'll try to keep it that way. That's the way we would like to keep it right here in spring, but it certainly don't always work that way. You can see we'll have a few storms, South Georgia, the Florida area here, and then also up near the Kansas City area, a few little scattered and isolated storms, but again, looking all nice and quiet here for tomorrow. But you're going to notice the temperatures are going to be warming up even more, especially towards the afternoon as all this warm air continues to expand on out. We've still got a cool batch of air here, but that's going to be retreating to the east, and we're going to start to see more of the Ohio Valley and southeast and mid-south looking more like the colors you see here, 70s, 80s. And yeah, mid 80s by the time we get to Thursday. It's going to feel, we could set a few records there again on Thursday. Radar looking quiet right now, so you can see across the mid-south. We have had a few little dots on radar across north portions of Mississippi, and you can see a couple of those go by there in just south parts of Hardin County there, but it's not reaching the ground because the air has been so dry. We're talking about dew points down in the 20s. Relative humidity between about 20 and 29%. That is very dry for West Tennessee. We don't get that very often at all. But yeah, no precipitation to deal with tonight or tomorrow. Again, you may see a few blinks on our radar network. It's very sensitive and it will catch some of that in the mid levels. But again, it's going to have no chance making it all the way to the surface with the fact that it is just very dry. All right, let's take a look at tonight's forecast. We go through the early morning hours. We're going to be back into the low 50s for a change. We were at 42 this morning in Jackson. We'll be at 52 So 10 degrees warmer by the time you head off to work or school there in the morning. Unless you get cold easily, I wouldn't worry about a jacket, especially if it's a short run to the car. We can handle this, but there will be a little breeze there. So again, it will feel a little bit chilly there in the morning, but quite a bit more comfortable than it was this morning, which even that wasn't too bad. So 52, partly cloudy, heading off to the bus stop in the morning, but we'll already be in the 77-degree range by the time the buses roll back in there during the afternoon. And some of us will top out at 80 degrees. In fact, we got about a 30% odds right now that we could cross into the 80-degree range. That better chance would be south of I-40, but certainly possible. We're going to call kind of in the average center portions here, 78. But again, south of the Jackson and Medina area, you could see the big 80 there briefly in the afternoon. 62 for tomorrow night, so we're just going to go up 10 more degrees for the overnight low tomorrow night, and then we'll be in the mid to upper 80s on Thursday. Beautiful day, but it's going to feel a little bit hotter. We'll see the humidity crank up just a bit there too, so still not like it is in the heart of summer, but it will be a little bit of a hot feel to the air there 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon and evening. Then we got a cold front coming through, a few showers possible. Temperatures will get to about 74 early afternoon, and then they'll begin falling throughout the rest of the day. We'll be at 39 degrees to start off Saturday morning. But a cool day there, 62, back up to a beautiful 73 on Sunday with mostly sunny skies. And then here we go again, the roller coaster of more warmth heading into next week. Currently, we don't see any severe weather down the road, at least in the next 7 days, but we're always watching here at West Tennessee Weather Network. ASPCA brings us this live look at the weather. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks for watching.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.